There are 1,000 things that could take away your focus, but I want to talk to you about one big daddy, and that is social media. I ran a social media marketing agency for nearly 10 years. So you think I know a thing or two about algorithms, and I do. But I found out something interesting. I read this book, really cool book. You can use a sticker over it. It says Stolen Focus by Johann Hari. Very, very good book. And in this book, one of the things he talks about is he did interviews with the people who created the algorithms in our social networks. So Facebooks, the Twitters, the YouTubes, all of these kinds of things. And one of the things that I found incredibly enlightening and has me putting down my phone in a way I've never put it down before is that these algorithms are designed to not just engage us, but they're designed actually to enrage us. Because the more enraged and self righteous and argumentative and I'm right ish we become, the longer we spend on those social networks. They did a study on YouTube that if you say watch something about the news and you click through the ads or some of the other suggested videos that come after the clip you're watching is done, by about 6 clicks in, you're into some pretty heavy stuff, very enraging stuff that makes you feel angry, stuff that makes you want to keep on watching. And this is how we kind of get sucked down these paths. And so we have the algorithms that are literally designed to keep us there. As a high performance coach, it is the most insidious thing in the world to have a device that is so tiny and so infinitely portable that is designed to take our focus away from the things we actually need to do. Now layer on top of it the ads that you see on here. Even if you try to scroll past them really fast, it doesn't matter. Your brain has registered that they're there. Do you know what those ads are for? Those ads are for things for which you feel insecure. I am 47 years old, so get what lovely ads I get. I get the menopause ads. I get the menopause weight ads. I get the beautiful women, the makeup, the this, the that, the all of the messages that should lead me to believe that as I age, I become ugly, I become fat, I become slow, I become foggy, all these kinds of things that can make me get really, really anxious. And what happens when you're anxious? You click and then away you go. And now you're going down that rabbit hole. So here's a challenge I'd like to put out to you guys. Social media is stealing your focus. It is taking your attention away from the real work you should be doing. Social media is a tool, don't get me wrong, and I use it all the time. But what I'm trying to do is use it for its basic necessity. The infinite scroll, where you scroll and then it automatically reloads and scroll and scroll. The guy who designed that is now hating it because he sees how it is destroying the fabric of our society in many different ways because it's on everything. When you do a Google search, you have to go to the bottom and make a conscious choice to go to the next page. That causes people to slow down. That causes people to go off of that platform. Not so on the social networks. It goes on and on and on. And the other thing, the last point I'm going to make about why we need to put our phones down and why we need to turn off the notifications is think about the speed at which these social options are coming. So when we first started, we had posts, we had content. Oh, then we had video. But what's happened over time is these videos have gotten shorter and shorter and shorter. So we want to see clip after clip after clip after clip, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 10 seconds. And we go through this super speedy content. And all that does to our brains and to our bodies is it amps up our anxiety even more. It creates a nervous system that is always operating at the highest revolutions. And that's actually what generates anxiety and a lot of some of the other effects that come along with it. So a lot of us will say, you know what, I think I have ADD. And I would say probably some, yes, some people absolutely have ADD, but the majority have a focus problem. It's not an attention problem. It is a focus problem. It could be an interest problem because you might be working on stuff you're not interested in, so you really don't want to put any time into it. You may have to do something that's uncomfortable. As soon as your brain detects that there's something uncomfortable, it wants to run away. And what's the easiest thing to do to feed your brain? You pick up your phone, check the notifications, and you get lost in the infinite scroll. If you are serious about helping your business this year, so I'm recording this at about the middle of March, and you've got the whole year ahead of you. Wherever you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this, look 12 months down the road. If you continue to be distracted as you are today, and I'm just using one example, so let's use your phone, not your phone. The phone is not the problem. It is the social networks that are literally designed to drag your attention away and keep it. You're not going to be able to advance in the ways that you want. Your relationships are going to be fragmented. I bug people constantly. I will not talk to someone if they're texting or doing something while I'm talking to them. Why? A, it's rude, but B, they're not paying attention. And so how many of your relationships are suffering because you're not paying attention? What parts of your business or your career are not advancing, are sitting there, a sticky note on your desk that's been there for, I don't know, 3 months because you're not paying attention. You say you don't have time. But if you go into your phone, so I just have the Apple, and if you go into your settings, there's a cool thing called screen time, and it'll tell you all of the metrics, how long you've been on, your averages is kind of really shitty. There you go. You can get a whole bunch more feedback on how much time you're actually spending online. I'm going to challenge you to decrease your online time by, let's call it 10 minutes a week. And if you feed that 10 minutes into doing things that are going to advance your career, your life, or just allow you to slow down for a second, read a book, stare at the water, stare at the wall, you're going to find that if you can train your brain to slow down, your ability to focus increases, your ability to concentrate increases, that anxiety feeling decreases, and your overall quality of life goes up significantly. I've challenged myself to get my screen time down to below half an hour a day, at least on the things like Facebook. I'll send text messages and stuff like that. Those are a little bit different, but what isn't different are the notifications and how I react to those. How can I distract my environment so that nothing steals my focus? Stealing is bad. It's a criminal offense. Why don't we treat the things that steal our attention in the same way? Because we are punishing ourselves every single time we do. So challenge yourselves, decrease your screen time, see what you can do. Don't let the social network steal your focus. Take it back, move your business, your life, your relationships forward, slow yourself down, and your quality of life does nothing but go up.